Hi there guys, and welcome to another redgamingtech.com video. This is going to be the start of a brand new series, Underappreciated Games. This is going to be a little bit different from Crimson's Great Games You Might Have Missed. I mean, that's his series, his Great Games You Might Have Missed, and this is similar to that, but I'm going to talk about why I feel like it needs more attention than it deserves, and obviously be playing it and showing you guys the gameplay and all that good stuff. I have started a fresh game, as you can see. This is right near the beginning of the game, where you have very few brush powers. Now this right here is the main mechanic of this particular game, in that you have 13 brush powers that you can unlock throughout the game that basically control various elements and things like that. Like you can summon wind, fire, slash things like you just saw me do. Well, I'll talk about this in a minute because we've got some enemies to deal with. And of course you can use your divine brush here. Okay, okay, kind of went a little bit weird there. So yes, as I was saying, there's 13 brush powers and they all have different things. Like you've seen the power slashes where you can restore broken or missing things, and there's all sorts of powers, and there's a few side powers to some of them that you can find if you explore much later in the game. We're talking basically not end game exactly, but I'd say about 3/4 of the way through. And this game, as you can see, has a really beautiful, unique graphic style. I mean, there's not even a game that looks anything close to this, to be honest. I mean, just look at that. It just looks gorgeous, and it's unparalleled, to be honest. And there's also this mechanic here, which you just saw, where if you perform the right brush technique on an enemy who has that circle around them there, it will give you a Demon Fang, which you can then use to purchase upgrades and rare items and things like that. Basically that was health, just to explain it in slightly less obtuse terms. So yeah, I mean, apart from the spin-off game Okami done for the DS, there hasn't really been another game like this, to be honest. The story and characters are really just, they're full of character, really interesting storyline, mechanics, all of that. I mean, the combat is a little bit on the easy side. As you just saw, this is right at the beginning of the game, so obviously it's taking it a little bit easy on me. But even later on, it does get a little more challenging, of course. You're not saying it's this easy the whole time, but the combat is a little bit easy. But aside from that, this is a really incredible game, and it rates as one of the best PS2 games of all time for me. Obviously, that's my personal opinion. And the deal with opinions, they differ from person to person, so if you disagree then that's fine, but for me this is one of the best PS2 games ever released, and you might be able to see some of why. It's really unique in a lot of ways, not just because of the graphic style, but because of the setting. It's basically set H Japan, and deals a lot with classic Japanese myths and legends. Ooh. Okay, let's try that again, that was a bit of a fail. Okay, for some reason it's not allowing me to get that. That's strange. Yeah, I know what I have to do, I have to slash it, but it's not allowing me to do so for some reason. That's really strange. Maybe now? I've never had this before on this particular section. I don't know why I'm having problems here. me just try something. There we go. For some reason it was just like reading it as like much higher than it actually was, but I'm just going to be quiet and let you enjoy this rather beautiful scene here. So yes, as you can see, a very, very unique game indeed. And you'll see some more of what I found so great about it very, very soon. It's just stock full of character, not just because of the graphics, although obviously that is a huge, huge part of it. The music is also excellent, and the Okami soundtrack rates as one of my personal best soundtracks ever. I would rate it as pretty high, right next to the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack and Bastion as well. Excuse me. And obviously Kingdom Hearts, all of them pretty much are very, very, very good soundtracks. So every aspect of this game is just polished perfectly. And I just realised, oh, I've gone the wrong way. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. It's been actually quite a while since I played this game. Especially from fresh as well, because on my other save, I basically got all of these beads. Basically there's 100 beads scattered around the game, and if you can find them all, which does take ages, as you might imagine, you get to what is called the string of beads, and that gives you some serious amount of power. It gives you infinite life, infinite ink, which is obviously what you consume to use your brush powers, and 10 times attack power. So obviously that makes the game pretty fun indeed, especially when you've got fully upgraded weapons and sub-weapons. So it's nice to start from fresh actually, because obviously having the bead string is all well and good, it's great to have. It makes the game even less challenging than it already is. What did he say? I completely missed that, to be honest. There we go. Ah, I know I can draw the sun, for some reason that didn't work. No, I have it. I know I do. Maybe I should draw it a bit higher. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. As I did say, it has been quite some time since I... Okay, there's nothing in the journal. Played this game. So forgive me if I'm a little bit rusty on that front. I do know what I have to do, I just don't quite remember the order, if that makes sense. So let's head back down, spreading my flowers. Oh yeah. Spreading my flowers like a boss. Oh yeah, I remember now what I have to do, I think. Hang on, let me head here just in case. Yeah, no, I didn't think so, but I just wanted to check since I was right there. I remembered what I have to do now. I examined him. Let's examine this lady here. Yeah, I would love to listen, I really would. I mean, some people might find that style of speech or unspeech that the game has a little bit annoying, and it can get a little bit grating, but you can make it, you sort of make it go faster by pressing X and all that good stuff. And obviously there are some cutscenes that you can skip, but since this is registering it as you know, a fresh playthrough, some of them I won't be able to skip. Some people might find it a little annoying, but it kind of adds to the character in a weird way that I can't really explain. I mean, even though the characters technically don't speak as in actual words that we can understand, they still manage to have a ton of character and some likeable and unlikable characters as well, so yeah. Now I should be able to. Whee, there we go, I was just getting ahead of myself. Yep, no run-of-the-mill god, you know, got that. Ah, here we go. One of the characters I was talking about. Now we have a living person. I won't skip just so you guys can get a feel from what I'm talking about here. Yeah, you take that back. Yeah, I'm not growling at you actually, Mr. Orange. Ami's way too nice for that. Ah, some more deepness to take down. Bring it on, bitches. Sorry about that, guys. Brief crisis with my sister, but that's all sorted now. We got some takedowns indeed. Come here. Damn it. I want you. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Celebratory jump session. So yes, as you can see, an example of me restoring nature. That is a pretty big mechanic in the game as well. You basically defeat monsters and things like that, and it will restore big parts of nature. You get these things called demon gates or devil gates, I can't remember which one it is. And if you basically defeat the monsters inside one of those, it will restore an area of nature that's basically become corrupted. Or there'll be bigger areas that you need to take care of as part of the story, and we'll get into that momentarily. Sorry, just reading. Yeah, I know, listen, come on. Right. And this will introduce us to another mechanic right here. That's basically just health. But as you might have seen, we got some items or some basically experience from that. Some little orbs came out from the lake and we collected them. That's called praise. And that works just how you think it would. You get praise from restoring nature, completing quests, etc, etc. There's various ways to get praise. You get a little bit from feeding animals, but not very much to make it really worth the time, to be honest. From doing smaller side quests, you get it for restoring nature, ones that you get with the story and ones that you don't have to do to complete the game. There's quite a few of those areas that you can just restore by defeating monsters, but you don't need to. And then obviously that praise is used for upgrades, like this here is my life bar, my ink, how much ink I can carry. Basically this is the amount of chances you get after you die. And your purse, which doesn't really need explaining. At the moment I think I only have one astral pouch, so only one chance to continue if I die, which is unlikely even at this stage of the game. I mean, it's a little more likely now because I have quite low health, but oh, hello Mr. Orange, are you okay? I guess I kind of hurt him a little bit. I don't want to talk to him just yet. This guy you'll see all around the world, and basically if you talk to him, there will be monsters around, or monsters will spawn, but if you defeat the monsters quick enough, he will give you a stray bead. And if you've already got the stray bead from him, he'll just give you a lot of praise. So it's always worthwhile to speak to him. I just don't really want to do it right now because I don't only have that one offensive brush power. Ah, here's a good opportunity to show you the restoration brush power here actually. If I listen to her. That obviously little symbol there means that villagers have more to say. So she's saying that her drying pole is gone, and as you can see, it's missing. But I can fix that if I don't fuck it up. There is something you can do if you hold down... it's square to draw, but if you hold down X at the same time, I think, you get a straight line. It's usually not too fussy about that sort of thing. So yeah, I will get a little bit of praise if I help her more, because as you can see, she's still not happy. That wasn't enough for her. Really, bitch. But seriously. So yeah, basically now I have to move the sun a little bit closer to her laundry, so if I just draw it over here. So yep, there we go. And yeah, that's the kind of stuff you do if you want to get some praise. There's all sorts of things that need doing like this. I didn't need to do that just now to complete the game, and this little thing that needs fixing here I don't need to do to complete the game, but I'm going to fix it anyway because I'm nice. There we go. So just keep your eye out for things like that. There's a ton to explore in this game. That's one of the things that I love about it. On my first playthrough it took me about 40-ish hours to complete, and I actually missed quite a bit of side content that I didn't realise was there. As I said, there's some extra brush techniques that you can collect as sort of side grades to the main ones. You don't need them to complete the game, they're just nice to have. And I completely missed out on like maybe 2 or 3 of them on my first playthrough. So I'd say on your first play it will be about 40 to 45 hours, and the game is pretty huge. There's a ton, to explore, and it really encourages the player to explore as well, just because of how interesting and beautiful the world is, and you know, you want to find out more because everything is so beautiful, the world is interesting, it entices you to want to learn more. You know, what's that guy doing? Is something wrong with him? Can I help with that? That kind of thing. It really does that beautifully. So yeah, there we go. This is a good little preview of the beginning of the game. So what I'm going to do is cut the video here for now and then get a little bit further, and then basically you'll get to see a little more content, hopefully with a different brush power as well. So yeah. Actually guys, I think that's it for this particular video. I think you've got a fairly good impression of this game. What I'll probably do is do a part 2 to this video where basically it will be, say, mid-game or something like that. That will take me quite a long time to get to that far, so obviously don't want to be doing that now, as you know, I wanted this video to go up to date for you guys. So I'm going to be showing you a little more Okami. Probably not going to be a full playthrough of the game because this game is pretty old, but I do want to show you some more just enhanced content, more of the brush powers and stuff like that. I definitely would recommend this game though, and if you want to wait to see my second video before you know, part with any cash or whatever, then that's fair enough, but I would definitely say this is worth your money. It is one of the best PS2 games ever released in my opinion, and it's definitely worth your time if you're looking for something a little bit different. Anyway guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do go check out our channel. We have all sorts of content there uploaded every day. Give a subscribe, share, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I'll see you again soon.